Hello YouTube, my guest tonight is a ball of energy. She is passionate about teaching, but also at the same time she likes to be on stage and perform. Please help me welcome the amazing Koko Savino. Hey Koko!
Hi, thank you so much. That was such a lovely introduction. I'm baffled.
Welcome to the show. I mean, we've been talking about this for a few weeks, I suppose, and finally we're here. You're here.
So happy to be here. Really.
You're in Dimapur at the moment, isn't it?
Ha, Dimapur.
Please tell me about the weather. I mean, I have this fetish for the weather thing, so how is weather?
So I'm actually wearing my hoodie. So it's quite, it's cold at night.
It must be, it must be.
Yeah.
This is your first time on a talk show, I suppose.
First time ever.
How crazy is it that I met you several months ago in an event? I don't know if you remember that or not.
I remember, of course I remember, of course. I remember.
How did you, I mean like, do you remember that night that you performed?
Of course I do, yeah, I do remember.
Did you enjoy it?
Prior that, yeah, I enjoyed a lot. We had talks to have this interview, but then I think I had lots of work to do and then I couldn't reply to your message on time. And then we met at that event.
Yeah,
and then
we
I
did.
think we did a small interview.
We did,
also.
yeah. But that interview could not come out for some reasons.
Yes,
Sadly.
yes.
But here we are. I mean, finally we're making it happen. You're here. And you know, on that day when I saw you, it was so lovely to see you because I would see you on social media, stuff like that, and then seeing you in reality was on another level.
That's so sweet, yeah, thank you.
Koko, I have to ask you this. The holiday season is here. Christmas is just around the corner. So what is your plan for Christmas?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't plan anything as of now because I have so many social activities lined up, like work related. So I haven't planned anything particular for the festive season yet. So I have to start planning.
You have to start planning. I mean, family is everything right now.
And I have to start planning.
What do you like the most about the holiday seasons?
Oh, for me, since I'm teaching full time, holiday season will be like summer break or winter break for me. So no class, nothing. So it's just me have my own time to relax and then, just do the fun stuff.
It's like a vacation for you, like de-stress everything, the whole year, I like that.
Yeah, mini vacation for you, yeah.
Do you like cold weather?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Maybe like on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like cold weather?
I would give it a 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. I mean, that's good enough.
It is.
Speaking of the other day when we were on a call, you told me that you love teaching, isn't it? Tell me why you love teaching.
I think it's just the thing about, imparting your knowledge. It's not that I know so much, okay, but I just know a little bit of something and I love teaching that to kids especially. So I don't know, it just gives me great joy. And I actually really, really enjoy being with kids. You learn so much from teaching. So yeah, that's the beauty of it.
I'm sure you do. How long have you been teaching, if I may ask you?
I think for about 3 years now.
It's been quite a long time.
Really?
I mean, 3 years. I mean, that's quite long.
Yeah.
What do you think you get in return at the end of the day after teaching?
Oh, so much. First of all, you get so tired. Just kidding. Okay, so I don't know. I think it's just that satisfaction from of course, there are days when you're just so stressed and you feel like your student hasn't learned anything. But there's some days where you get good response from your students. So that's like the best thing. You come home and then you've done your work. And it's just that mental satisfaction that you get.
That you've done your job.
That I've done my job, exactly.
I like that.
Yes.
When did teaching come into the picture in your life? I mean, were you always passionate about teaching and stuff like that?
Oh, no. So the irony is, I dreaded the thought of teaching. So when I was a kid, I used to be like, I teacher couldn't grow like that. Like I used to I really hated that. But like 3 years prior, after I joined this choir, Aroha choir, I don't know if you know, it's by Ma'am Pauline Wadri.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So I joined her choir, and then she introduced me to teaching. So she was like, "Why don't you teach few students while at the same time train under her?" No, so that was how my teaching journey started.
Wow. I mean, you were not into teaching, but then that situation, I think, drew you in to love teaching.
Exactly.
I like that.
Exactly.
So, what is that one takeaway you take away from teaching? I mean, you've been all the experiences. It's been 3 years, no? So.
So, how do I put this? I don't know. I think just simply watching your students grow and being, like just improving day by day, and then seeing their growth in like 6 months or maybe 1 year. I think that's the whole thing, I guess.
I mean,
Also,
it makes you happy that they're growing, they're learning, and so forth, I suppose.
True.
I mean, as a teacher, that's something that you want to see in your students.
Exactly. Yes.
I like that.
And also them looking forward to classes.
Truly.
So I like it when students are like, "Oh, it's music class," and then they look forward to music lessons. Not that makes me so happy.
So, does your students love you being a teacher? Are you like the strict type or what? Or how?
I'm definitely not the strict type. Actually, I had students who told me to be more strict with them. That's like so crazy. I had students who were like, "Miss, why don't you be more strict with us?" I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but of course, I have times when I'm like quite stern with them. But other days, it's usually just, fun interaction. And then, it's 50-50, I must say.
I think students learn best in that way, I suppose.
I hope so. I hope so.
I'm sure they do. I mean, they have Koko Savino as their teacher, so I'm sure they do.
Please don't say that. Please don't say that.
Okay. How long have you been singing again at the same time?
Oh, so I think singing, though, I've been singing for the longest of time. So I've always had this knack for singing ever since I was very little. But professionally, I think it started just 3 years back. Yeah. So I actually went to Shillong to do my bachelor's in economics.
Oh, wow.
But by the end of my semester, I decided, oh no, this is not for me. And then a professor from our college, she was very kind enough to introduce me to Auntie Pauline, who was my music teacher then. So I think after joining the choir, I was very much inspired to, take up music, and that's how COVID happened. And then I posted a video, and then basically that's how it started, like professionally.
How was that experience, like being in the choir for you?
Wonderful. Like I can talk about it for hours and hours on end.
Tell me, I want to know a little bit.
So this was one choir that I really looked up to. Like I always wanted to be part of a choir. In fact, like I always wanted to take singing lessons ever since I was little, but my parents were like, "Oh, singing is not important, just take piano lessons," So I was taking piano lessons the entire time, but I've always wanted to learn how to sing and to be trained under someone, but that never happened. Luckily, this choir, that Aroha Junior Choir, so this ma'am introduced me to the choir, and then I went to see a concert of theirs. They won this choir competition in Wales, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wow.
So it was like a huge competition, and they won. And then I went to witness their performance, and I was blown away. When I tell you I'm blown away, I was like literally like had goosebumps all over my body the entire performance. I was that impressed. And then the crazy part about the choir is they're all, I think 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, at the most maybe 20 years old.
Very young.
They're mostly kids, very young, and they're madly talented, I tell you, like crazy. So I think seeing them and then, literally continue growing in the journey with them, I think really inspired me. Yeah. So
How long were you in the choir?
Roughly about a year and a half.
A year and a
if I'm not
half.
mistaken. Yes.
You must have learned a lot, I suppose. Then a year and a half is a long time. Oh, wow.
All that I know now and all that I am now, I think I owe it big time to, Auntie Pauline and the choir.
I suppose you do. What do you remember about being in the choir? Besides the songs and,
So I remember we used to have like after the choir practices, we would have tea. And then there was like the most fun thing, you know, it was really fun. We would have tea with the bujia or jado.
I mean, who doesn't love tea? In Jad, I love jado. I mean, I love jado.
Exactly. So we would have those, and I don't know, the entire, like, just the whole environment was very homely, very warm, and I think I would just say it was like very bright environment. I don't know how to put it, but yeah, I think, yeah.
Do you miss
Very
your
fun.
choir members?
I do. Oh my gosh, I really do. I really do.
Do you give
I
it?
wish I had, yeah, I wish I had more time to spend with them, actually learn under auntie, but sadly, yeah.
But you've learned a lot, I will say that. I mean, and plus, I must say, you have an amazing voice. You know, just a few months ago, I came across your name, your cover. I think you did a cover on Lana Del Rey. I love that. I mean, hands down, hands down.
Thank you so much. I love her. I love her.
I'm sure you
really
do. I'm sure you do. I was checking out your YouTube channel an hour ago before this. Then I saw that you don't have an original so far.
Okay, it's in the works. It's taking quite a long time. So I'm like a little embarrassed to say, oh, I have a single coming up. You know, because I've been saying that for the longest of time now. But yeah, everyone's busy, and then you know, it's very difficult to actually, you know, I don't know. Yeah, it's just circumstances and everyone's busy. But it'll be out soon.
I can't wait, man. I mean, can we get like a sneak peek of what it's about or something? The song.
Okay. So I think everyone by now knows that I only sing sad songs. And it's not because I'm sad or anything, but it's just that I think I would describe myself as a very soulful. I don't know.
I would say
like,
that.
I really like to pour out my emotions when I'm singing. So soulful songs or maybe like sad songs is I mean some of the songs that I can best describe myself in singing at least. So this song that's going to come out is actually a sad song again. But I think, yeah, it's a sad song. I think that's all I'll say.
I mean, it's gonna be amazing, I suppose. I mean, we need sad songs also. Don't we, Coco?
I hope so.
What was the first song that you remember performing on stage for the first time?
Oh, wow, that's tough. I think it was Farther Along. It's a gospel song.
I know
So
that
I remember-
song. I know that song.
Oh, you
I
do?
I do.
Wonderful. So I remember singing that song in a school function. Yeah, that's the, yeah.
What do you remember about that performance, being your first?
Honestly, I don't remember.
I mean, how old were you?
I think I was just in class 8, 7, 8-ish. That's all. I have terrible memory, so I don't remember.
What was the most embarrassing thing that happened to you on stage? I mean, while performing and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh, a lot. I think the classic voice cracking would be one. So I had a show. I mean, not a show. I had a performance, and I was too oversmart, I think. So the original pitch was not that high, but I went up on stage, and then I started singing it in a slightly higher key, and then the chorus was like, whew, up there, and then my voice cracked so badly, and then I stopped singing, and then I did the same thing all over again, you know, and then my voice cracked the second time, third time also, and then after that I just went down.
I think that
I could not
happens
take it.
to almost every artist.
I think so, yeah. I think that's very natural. I know.
What do you want to achieve through singing?
Okay, this might sound a little cliche or something, but my ultimate goal is just to, you know, make people happy. I don't know. I just want that, because for me personally, if I listen to a certain song, or if I watch someone perform, it's always that emotional connection. So I always want to feel happy by the end of the song, or if I want to be sad, if it's a sad song, I want to be sad. If it's a happy song, I want to feel happy. You know, deep inside, I want to feel that. I don't know, it's difficult to put into words. So for me as well, like if I sing, I want people to take something from that. Like if I'm singing a happy song, a song of comfort, I want them to feel that peace, that, you know, the calmness in their soul as they listen to it. So yeah, that's basically what I want. Ultimate goal for my yeah.
Maybe you also want to make music something relating to that. Growing up, what kind of music did you listen to?
Oh, growing up,
Yeah.
I have very conservative, strict parents. Okay, so I mean, I grew up listening to a lot of gospel music, and to a lot of homecoming songs. Like, I think you've heard of Bill Gaither. So it's a band. So
I think I have.
They're really good. Yeah, they're old. Everyone's like oldie. Everyone's old, but they have like massive talent. So I grew up listening to them, and then as I ventured into more musical genres, I think I started listening to obviously the classic Justin Bieber and all that, like Baby song, you know, like it all started from that. Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it? So, do you think that growing up listening to gospel songs has maybe influenced you to, you know, create music and sing music that you are doing now?
I think yes. I think most of it, yes.
Okay, you have met a lot of Naga personalities, isn't it? So, who was that one person maybe that got you starstruck for the very first time, if you remember?
Oh, okay. Actually, quite a lot. But I think I would say I would have to say Asuje.
Asuje. Actually, I've never heard of that person.
You have to check her out.
Have I met her? I mean,
I think you've met her.
On that day?
Sure you've met her. She was there.
She was there.
Last day on Earth. She was also there.
Oh,
I think they
wow.
performed on the second day. Wait, I'm not sure. But I really loved her original song, River. So when I first heard it, I was blown away. So yeah, there are hardly few songs that give me goosebumps, actually.
And that song is one of them.
Few songs. That song gave me goosebumps. Oh my gosh, I still love it till this day.
Who is that one person from Nagaland that you want to collaborate with someday?
So many.
But you have to choose one, honestly.
So many. I want to collaborate. Should I pick Asu again? Asuje?
I mean, you can.
There are lots. Asu, there's Abdon, there's Temsu Glover. I think she has the sweetest voice, and oh my gosh, think. Yeah, to name a few, I think. I think I should.
Hopefully someday you will maybe get to collaborate with all of them. We never know.
I hope so. I really hope so. Yeah.
5 years down the road from now, where do you see yourself in your career as an artist, as a teacher?
As an artist, I definitely don't want to be where I am right now. I hope, I don't know, I haven't thought of it in that time frame, but definitely want to be want to see an upgraded version of myself, maybe like 2 times more upgraded version. And in teaching line, I think same for, both the 2 fields. Maybe just want to see myself do better. And in terms of performance, I definitely want to venture out. And I hope, my music works out well.
Hopefully. 5 years down the road from now, I hope that you get to achieve everything that you've just mentioned, grow, so forth, etc., etc. Before we conclude this, I have to ask you this. I know that the year hasn't ended, but how do you want to end the year, and what is your New Year resolution?
Ooh, awesome. Obviously, end the year on a lighter note. So actually I think I want to spend more time with my family, because I was so preoccupied with work that I never got the chance to actually sit down and spend time with family or take my parents out, my grandma, my mom. So I definitely want to do that. And my grandma's 80th birthday is approaching.
Oh wow.
So definitely want to do something related to that and end the year beautifully, I guess. And my New Year resolution would be, I don't know, just to this is the thing. I want to explore more into singing. Hopefully it works out the coming year. So I want to take more courses related to singing, more professional courses with teaching as well. So hopefully those work out.
Fingers crossed to every single thing. And then I do hope that your year ends like amazingly. And also happy birthday to your granny.
Thank you. I'll let her know.
Koko, thank you so much for being here, okay? I loved having you, honestly. You're such an amazing person.
Thank you for having me. You too. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for having me.